This is Tank's Vlog, September 6, 2019, wrapping up the day in sports. Bum, bum, they told me the Bears will be good. Their defense is quite stout, that's not to be misunderstood. But at quarterback they have a loser. You might even say that Mitch Trubisky's a bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. He can't throw the ball more than 5 yards. He can't even hit the side of a barn. There is no doubt that the Bears have a loser. He reminds me of Ryan Trashy Hill, who is also a bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, the Chicago Bears have started the season, and Mitchell Trubisky is officially a bum. A absolute total bum. What a bust. What a terrible, terrible, terrible football game we had to endure. We have waited for football since Super Bowl Sunday. We have waited 7 months nearly. 7 months. That doesn't include the preseason game. Preseason games are terrible. This game was terrible. This was an awful football game. Awful, awful, awful football. And I'm not saying that I hate defensive football. Defensive football can be exciting. But Mitchell Trubisky is awful. The Bears played a great defense. They held Aaron Rodgers to 10 points, and it was mainly their work. But there is not one sense that you ever got Mitch Trubisky was comfortable. And I'll grant that the Packers played well on defense. But he's doing 2-yard screens on 3rd and 5. He looks like he wants to run the ball, but he's not fast enough to run the football. And when he got close to the red zone in the fourth quarter, needing a touchdown, he threw an absolute dead duck to triple coverage. He never looked off anybody. I mean, it's like Mitchell Trubisky stares at the receiver he's going to throw the ball to. Of course he's going to get the ball knocked down. I mean, he never looks off anybody. David Montgomery had a couple of good carries early in the game, but then the Bears' rushing offense netted total 46 yards. Of course, the Packers only had 47 yards, so not much better. But it was just you could tell the difference between a game where defense is just rocking and socking and the quarterback is sucking. And today was the latter. Bears got that early field goal, and they were in control. They controlled field position early in the game. And then Aaron Rodgers had that one good drive, scored a touchdown, and that was the difference. That was the difference, that second quarter touchdown drive. And then meanwhile, the punter today for the Packers, the rookie, J.K. Scott, boy, he was booming the football. That one punt that went over 63 yards, changed field position, pinned the Bears back to the dirt team. They were actually able to move the ball, and then 3 consecutive penalties. 1st and 40, and just forget it. The Bears should have punted on 1st down. The Bears, that is how bad Mitchell Trubisky was. You knew that they should have punted on 1st and 40. I mean, it was just dreadful football. I mean, both quarterbacks got sacked 5 times, but Trubisky just 26 for 45. I mean, I don't know if you knew he was throwing it. The balls were fluttering. No perfect spiral, and that's not defense. That's a quarterback sucking. And he got roundly booed at Soldier Field as the Packers start the season, starting the NFL's 100 season, 199 time that these two teams played, by the way, with a 10-3 win. And very underwhelming football. And I think that this is what you get when you don't play in the preseason. I mean, the first 3 weeks every year now are going to suck. At least the first 3 weeks. Meanwhile, the Oakland Raiders continue to deal with the headache that is Antonio Brown. Mike Mayock wants to suspend him, and John Gruden is trying to get him unsuspended. If Gruden doesn't suspend Brown, Mayock should just walk out the room, say, fuck you, back to TV, go back to NFL. Yes. This will be emasculating the Raiders general manager if Brown doesn't get suspended. He has acted like a petulant child from day fucking one. First off, he hurts his feet, so he's not good to go in the start of training camp. Then when he's healed, he starts whining about his helmet and goes and leaves. So he just kept leaving and leaving. Why not just say, I don't want to participate in training camp, and just don't? I mean, nobody else plays anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But to act like a petulant child and embarrass the Raiders the way he has, if he's not suspended, then what use is Mike Mayock? What use is he? Baseball, not much going on in baseball today. Mets, Yankees, both off. Mets got a little bit of assistance today from the Reds, who beat the Phillies 4-3 on a Phillip Ervin walk-off home run in the 11th inning. Nationals, who it's kind of hard to imagine them getting the first wild card spot, but the Braves had Max Fried just absolutely filthy today, as he outdueled Steven Strasburg, 1 hit over 7 innings, as the Braves beat the Nats 4-2. Cubs got the win today. They beat the Brewers 10-5. What a disappointing season it's been for the Milwaukee Brewers. Although the Mets are pursuing both teams, Mets and Brewers right now have the same record, by the way. Elsewhere, it was the White Sox over the Indians 7-1, as the Indians they're fading away. Only 1 hit they got today. Reynald Lopez shut them down big time. Shut them down big time. It was the Tigers 6-4 winners over the Royals. Cardinals blanked the Giants 10-0 as they continued to close in on the Central Division Championship. It was the A's 10-6 winners over the Angels as they erupted for 7 runs in the 7th. It was the Marlins 10-7 winners over the Pirates. Rangers beat the Orioles 3-1 as the Orioles inched closer and closer to 100 losses. At Fenway Park today, Eddie Rosario pegged Rafael Devers at home plate to end the game as the Twins held on to a 2-1 win. Red Sox now facing just absolute life support. They're still 75-65, but they're almost going to need a miracle to make it into the playoffs. It was the Rays 6-4 winners over the Blue Jays. And the Astros rallied from an early 7-0 deficit to beat the Mariners 11-9. Michael Brantley, walk-off home run in the 13th inning, was the difference in that game. As basically right now we're going to have the Astros and Yankees battling for the top record in the American League. So that's going to be an interesting race down the final stretch. Notable today's 3 stars is there's no football because there's nobody that deserved to be a star. Baseball had the best players today, so we're going to go Max Fried, the top star. 7 innings, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts, and the Braves win over the Nationals. Austin Nola, in a losing effort, had 2 home runs and 5 RBI for the Mariners. And Reynald Lopez, who had a complete game, 1 hit shutout, only giving up one run in the process as the White Sox put a hurting on the Indians, 1-0. Today's birthday shout-out goes to the man who is gotten to know Scranton better than Michael Scott. I'm talking about Clint Frazier, who turns 25. And we take a look back at 1974, when the Baltimore Orioles had 5 straight shutouts, 54 shutout innings consecutively, to beat the Indians in a doubleheader, 2-0, 1-0, as they rallied down the stretch to overtake the Red Sox and Yankees to win the American League East that year. The 54 straight innings and 5 straight shutouts both established American League records. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.